Hi, Dr. Scott Noorda here. After years of helping patients thrive in later life, I've discovered 5 often overlooked habits that can make all the difference in how you age. Throughout my career, I've had the unique privilege of working with people at opposite ends of the health spectrum. Those navigating the difficult final stages of chronic disease, and those thriving in their later years, focused on maximizing their vitality and longevity. Years spent in end-of-life care taught me invaluable lessons about the impact of life's choices on health, while my current work in preventative healthcare gives me a front row seat to the habits and mindsets that help older adults not just live longer, but live better. This dual perspective has shown me distinct patterns between choices that lead to frailty and decline versus those that support vibrant, healthy aging. And what's fascinating is that the most impactful habits aren't complicated or extreme. They're practical, research-backed, and often surprisingly simple. Here are a few key habits that I've noticed in people who age with energy, resilience, and joy. The first surprising habit that I discovered is that people who age well cultivate strong relationships. Decades of research confirm what many of us instinctively know. Relationships are a cornerstone of good health. But it's not just about having a lot of friends. It's about meaningful, supportive connections. People who age well prioritize quality over quantity, nurturing bonds that bring joy, emotional safety, and purpose. These relationships lower stress, reduce inflammation, and protect against cognitive decline. So, my top tip is to invest time in the relationships that matter most: family, friends, and community that share in your values. Don't let your career or other responsibilities crowd out meaningful connections. At the end of the day, they are what give life lasting purpose. And research shows these bonds don't just make life happier, they protect your brain health and boost longevity. The second habit is that people who age well avoid the trap of being busy. We live in a culture that glorifies busyness, but people who age well often take a different approach. Instead of finding self-worth in being busy, they value purposeful activity and are deliberate about things like rest, reflection, and joy. By focusing on what truly matters and learning to say no when things don't align with their higher purpose, they create a life that feels both productive and peaceful. So it's critical to regularly assess where your time is really going. Are your commitments adding value to your life, or are they just filling your calendar? Focus on things that are essential and let go of the rest. Here's the third habit. People who age well cook and eat at home. The kitchen is the foundation of health. People who age with vitality tend to rely less on processed and fast foods and more on meals they prepare themselves. This allows them to control the quality of the ingredients, to prioritize nutrient-dense whole foods, and to connect with the act of nourishing their bodies. Eating at home usually means mindfully eating in a peaceful setting with people that you love. So my tip here is just to start small. Cook one big meal on the weekend to eat throughout the week, or find one new recipe that you can experiment with that excites you. If cooking isn't your favorite activity yet, invite someone you love to do it with you to make it more fun. The fourth habit I've seen is that people who age well move daily, but not excessively. Surprisingly, the healthiest older adults are not the ones running marathons or spending hours in a gym. They're consistent, moderate movers who build physical activity into their daily routines, whether it's walking, gardening, yoga, or light strength training. They also make sure that they're not sitting for prolonged periods of time. Regular movement supports mobility, heart health, and mental clarity, all of which are essential for thriving in later years. So my tips here: incorporate more movement into your social life, be active with friends and outdoors as often as possible, and if you sit frequently, set an alarm to get up and move every 30 minutes. The last surprising habit is that people who age well stay curious. Aging well isn't just about the body, it's also about the mind. The healthiest older adults keep their brains active and engaged by learning new things, exploring hobbies, and maintaining a sense of curiosity about the world around them. This mental stimulation is linked to lower levels of cognitive decline and greater sense of mental well-being. Make time for intellectual or creative pursuits that spark your interest. Whether it's learning a new language, picking up an instrument, or simply reading more, mental stimulation pays off, decreasing rates of cognitive decline and Alzheimer's disease. The choices we make today have a profound impact on how we age tomorrow. While genetics play a role, the habits we cultivate, our relationships, routines, and mindset are often the difference between surviving and thriving. If you're looking to invest in your ideal future, these 5 habits are a great place to start.